What's up, guys? We're back with the 05 again today, and it's been a busy day actually. It started with the car breaking the serpentine belt that I just put on it because I ignored my own rule, and even though I felt like the tensioner was a little sketchy, I tried to go ahead and reuse it. The arm had cocked slightly. I thought it'd be okay for a little while. Apparently untensioning it made it worse. It cocked even more and it ate the belt. So I spent this morning replacing that tensioner and the belt. Sorry I didn't film that. It was sort of an emergency situation. Also had to replace the left front wheel bearing and the right outer tie rod. I already have videos on that, so I didn't film that because it's pretty much the same as it is any other W body. But I will link those videos in the description and above. Now, the next thing I'm about to do is we're going to be dealing with these upper motor mounts on the radiator support. The problem that they have, well, there's a couple things. With these, they're just old and they have shrunk, and there's quite a bit of movement in this end, and you can really feel it in the car when you give it gas and when you let off and stuff. You can feel the drivetrain clunking back and forth. So that's what's going on there. To replace these is pretty simple, but I will show you how it's done. Basically, you've got 15mm nuts and bolts on either side of the actual dog bone. You're gonna take those out and pull that piece out. Then you just got 4 13mm bolts. You're gonna take them out and then pull the actual mount itself out. Now, there are two problems with these mounts as they sit. One, on this particular car, this outer part has shrunk and allowing this to move more than it should. The other, though, is even factory. If you'll notice, the support here is up and down, allowing this to move a lot on purpose to try to make it more comfortable. What I'm going to do is flip these sideways so that this brace is this way. But I'm not going to flip these because these are old and shrunk and worn out. I'm going to flip this brand new set right here. But they're a lot easier to flip on the car. So the first thing you're going to do is remount them and put those 13mm bolts back. Okay, so once you've got this back in, what you're going to do is take the bolt that was originally mounted through here, put it back in and tighten it down very tight to just the mount itself. Then what I like to do is take a flathead screwdriver and some kind of lubricant and squeeze down in there around the outside of that mount. Then the idea is you want to just take this bolt. Okay, so then what you basically want to do here is roll this carefully without tearing it, and it'll flip the mount sideways. Then you're just going to take the bolt back out and put the dog bone mount back in. So as you can see, that's a pretty simple procedure. They're not very hard to swap out, and flipping them is super easy, and it's really noticeable. And if you want to see how noticeable, there's a really easy way for you to test it yourself. Just put the car in park and shake the car back and forth, forward to backwards. You'll see the engine pulling backwards and forward on the mounts. You can do that before and then do that after and see, but they move very little once these are flipped. It's a pretty big difference for how little money. So if the mounts you have are still good, you can flip them or you can buy new ones, and I definitely recommend flipping them when you put them in. It just makes the car, I think, a little more precise feeling. There's less movement. So anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I'm sure there's plenty more to do on this car. Then I've got a couple more things coming your way on some different things pretty soon. And I promise we're getting back to the header series soon. But in the meantime, you guys should know the drill by now. But make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification icon so you see the next time that I upload. And I appreciate you guys watching. As always, I will see you in the next video, and peace.